Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 119 of Piv's NXT Point of View podcast. My name is Bill Pivots. And yes, it is glorious. Bobby Roode once again retains his NXT championship, but that wasn't the main event. I'll get to that later. This was the 400th episode of NXT. It started off with a tag team match of Kassius Ohno and Hideo Itami versus Sanity. We saw how this was built up last week when Ohno and Hideo were talking and Sanity attacked him in the ring. Hideo Ohno, as a crowd chant started, they were kicking Wolf in the corner. Sanity turned the tides when they kept the pressure on Hideo. Itami countered a slam and he took Dane down with some kicks. He went to tag Ohno, but he wasn't there as he was taking out Alexander Wolf. In his efforts, he received a corner splash from Killian Dane. Itami made a comeback, taking out both opponents. He ignored Ohno's calls for a tag. There was a little bit of a breakdown with all four men. Ohno then confronted Hideo. Wolf took out Ohno off the apron. Itami hit the GTS on Wolf, but he wasn't the legal man as Killian Dane ran over Itami and got the win. As for the match, it was alright, but I'm definitely more invested in where this Hideo Itami Kassius Ohno story goes. We're definitely going to see a follow-up to it with Hideo confronting Ohno at this point. Why weren't you on the apron? And vice versa with him not making the tag. And again, my thoughts are still that that the blow-off takes place at TakeOver Brooklyn. And I'm definitely looking forward to that as we got about 4 or 5 weeks away until that event. So they could definitely invest it. I really hope they don't blow it in a regular NXT match in a couple weeks. Ember Moon was interviewed at the Performance Center. Ruby Riott interrupted her, saying that it's her time for a shot. We then got a recap of the Last Woman Standing match. We got a Drew McIntyre vignette. He was interviewed about about the NXT title match, and he talked about the long lineage of the NXT Championship. We got a reminder video of Tommaso Ciampa's heel turn, and that Gargano returns next week, which should be good. I'm looking forward to hear his first promo since being attacked. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce were also interviewed at the Performance Center. They were complaining about something when Andrade Cien Almas and a woman were arguing behind them. There was a highlight of a Mae Young qualifier between Aaliyah and Bianca Belair, with Belair getting the win. We then got another lengthy video building up to the Roode Strong match, which was the main event. That was it. It was only a 2-match show. So let's get into it. There was a little bit of a back and forth. Strong hit a half Nelson backbreaker and got a near fall early. Back from the first commercial break, Roode hit a blockbuster from the second rope. Strong countered a suplex into another backbreaker. They were on the outside a little bit. Strong's leg got caught between the post and the steel steps, and Roode, taking advantage, kicked the steps, hurting his leg. Roode then was targeting the left knee for the whole match. Nigel also brought up the fact that Roode won the title by taking out Nakamura's leg. So I like how they're intertwining his previous matches with this one. Great storytelling. Strong made a bit of a comeback, landing a couple drop kicks and a huge angle slam. He then hit another backbreaker for a long 2 count. Strong countered the glorious DDT into a gutbuster. Roddy then dropped Roode back first onto the top post. Roode then hit the DDT, but Strong was able to kick out. Roode was taunting a little too much, which allowed Strong to hit 2 big knees and another backbreaker. He was going for the pin. The ref counted 3, but he didn't see Roode's leg under the rope in time. So his music played. They announced him as the winner. The ref had to go over, call off the finish. The crowd popped, but unfortunately the match was restarted. Roode attacked Strong from behind, sending him back to the outside, hurting his knee. Roode planted Strong with the DDT on the outside in front of his wife. Back in the ring, hit a third DDT, and retained his championship. Great match. Not really a fan of the finish with the false finish there, but it's a booking decision, not anything that these two guys did. They told a great story, though, with the knee, Roode pulling it out again, doing what he did to Nakamura. And the crowd was behind Strong for pretty much the whole match, wanting him to win, and they popped greatly for the win, but they got it pulled away from them. Again, short show, only 2 matches, a lot of promo stuff. They're building towards something. Next week we have Heavy Machinery challenging the Authors of Pain for the tag team titles, and we have the return of Johnny Gargano. They do have a little bit until TakeOver Brooklyn. So I appreciate that NXT has been giving us title matches. We had the Women's Championship last week. We had the NXT title this week. And now we have the Tag Team Championship next week. So they're kind of giving us something to hold us over until TakeOver Brooklyn, which is not until the day before SummerSlam in mid-August. So again, we got a little while until we get to that. So why not keep these shows interesting instead of just having them blow away and mean nothing? Yeah, that was it for this episode. So if you don't mind, follow me on Twitter at @bpiv_sports. Like, comment, subscribe to the show on YouTube, and I'll be back next week with episode 120. Peace.